Thanks for joining us again today. Today we're going to actually be talking about 3 awesome exercises to really help strengthen your low back when you have sciatica pain or even when you just have your normal sprain and strain of the low back. These exercises are designed to really strengthen your low back up, to also strengthen your glutes muscle up, and at the same time help to stabilize your whole back musculature. So the first one we're actually going to do with our model here with Bonita is the bend over barbell rows. Okay, so we're going to be using the barbell. So we're going to walk up to it. So go ahead and grab the barbell for me. So with this one, guys, what I want you, guys and girls out there, what I want you to do is make sure that your palm is pointing outward. Okay, and the reason for this is that when your palm is pointing outward, we want you to scrape the top portion of your hand right against your legs. So when you come upward towards your abdomen, you actually are forcing your lumbar extensors muscles to work for you. So first thing we have to do is slightly bend forward for me. Good. Bend your knees for me. Good. Keep your feet out just a teeny bit wider for me. Good. Now bend your knees a little more. Perfect, right there. So now she can even go down a little further, like almost half squat. And again, she's gonna literally overemphasize trying to scrape her forearm and scrape the bar right along her leg, all the way up towards her abdomen. Okay, go ahead. Good job. And again, I always like to tell you guys to do the count of 3, 1001 going up, 1001, 1002 go down for me. Good. So that forces, again, everything to be working on your low back area. The key with this also too is that we want you always to have your head up, okay, and back arch for me right there. So from the side view, you can actually really see the back arching, okay? So typically, if you're looking from the front, you can't really tell if the patient, if the person has their back properly aligned or not, okay? And again, you always want to keep this back arching. Okay, perfect, all right? Again, sit that out. Thank you. So next one, we're gonna walk her through is what I call the abbreviated deadlifts. So what I mean abbreviated is that we're gonna shorten it up a little bit for you guys. Again, when people have back pain, they don't want to go through and grab the bar from the ground up, and go all the way through the full range of motion. And typically, for these guys, even bending is really hard for them. So, irregardless, we still want you guys to be strengthening the low back, even when you have some discomfort in your low back. So this is the better way to doing it, especially when you have pain. Okay. So first thing what you do is grab the bar again for me. And with this one again, I like to have the underhand grip again. So we're gonna have the same posture. Go ahead and bend your knees for me and lean forward and arch your back for me. Okay. So the only difference with this one here, guys, is instead of pulling with your arms, we're actually gonna just have to do just a deadlift by coming upward and arching your back, straighten everything out. Okay, good. Balance a little better. Good. And come up with me, head up. Nice job. Good. And go down. Again, the count is still gonna be 1001 going up. 1001, 1002, lowering it down for me, okay? Again, eccentric phase is really important to really strengthen any muscle up, guys. All right. With this one here, pretty much all the exercises, when we tell patients to do this, to really help with the low back condition, we want you guys to keep it between 8 to 10 repetitions. I don't want you guys to be going any more than that. The objective is to strengthen your muscles, not to get more endurance. We want you guys to have good strength to stabilize those weakened musculatures of your spine. Okay. All right, thank you, Winnie. So the third one we're gonna go through is what we call hip thrust. We're gonna be doing this on the bench, of course. So again, the hip thrust is designed, really the hip thrust main function is very similar to bridging, okay? Bridging, what it does is designed to strengthen your low back and your glutes, musculature. So doing this here with hip thrust, we're able to apply more pressure, more weight, so to strengthen the low back more. So go ahead and come around the other way, and we'll give you the bar, okay? So what I need you to do is bring down the feet. There we go. And I'm going to set this here right above the pelvis. So the key with this one, a lot of people, they really over-exaggerate and they're trying to over-arch the back. All we want you guys to do is come upward, So we're gonna concentrate on pushing down with heels and come up and lift this so it stays neutral to the ground here, okay? Again, the key is not to, again, do a bridging, because you don't have to do a bridge, because why? Because we're applying downward pressure with weights, okay? Now again, surprisingly, most people don't realize they actually can use a lot of weight. For example, for purposes of showing you guys how to do it properly, we're actually limiting we need it on the weights. But again, there's a lot of women, a lot of guys, they literally can go 150, 175 pounds, 200 pounds. That's not abnormal. So it's a good way to strengthen your low back without a lot of undue movements or stress on the spine. All right? Let me grab it for you. Okay. So hopefully with you guys doing these 3 exercises, it's gonna help a lot to really strengthen the core musculature. I call it, in this case here, I call it the posterior core. Now when we talk about core muscle, most people always talk about the anterior core or the abs. I can care less about your abs, okay? There are a lot of people that come to my office, they have 6 packs and they have tons of back pain, okay? The key is to strengthen your posterior core, which are your glutes, your low back musculature, and all the QL muscle and all the ligaments to support the posterior spine, a portion of your spine. Thanks for joining in, guys, and please let us know anytime you guys have any questions, and please subscribe.